Well, hey folks, real honestly with your rental in my review New Japan Pro Wrestling's Destruction and Hiroshima event, English commentary for tonight, and I believe the next two Destruction shows, Kevin Kelly and Mark Warzeka, hope I got that last name right, did pretty damn good. Kevin Kelly, of course, one of the best wrestling commentators going today, and I'm just going to break this out right now because the show was very fun. So breaking out the C-Block trophy, my own C-Block trophy that was sent to me by Jen. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it, fellow New Japan wrestling fan. And big thanks to everybody that has made my channel very, very successful. I really do appreciate it. I just do this for fun, and you guys make it more fun. So thank you very much. So great video packages to start out. And a fun night of action, 9 matches overall. IWGP Heavyweight Championship match being the main event, as it should be. Starts off with a 6-man tag. Yoshida and Tiger, Go Tiger, shout out to New Patriot 77, and Jushin Thunder Liger, one of my top 5 all-time favorite wrestlers. It's always great to see Liger in the ring. He's not going to be wrestling forever. The guy is absolutely just dynamite, though. I mean, he's still great, even in these 6-man tags. And they face off against Rocky Romero and Rapogni 3K, Show and Yo. And it was really, really cool that Rocky Romero actually jumped in a little bit on commentary. Like, who's this? Are you trying to replace me? I think they should have had Rocky chime in on commentary whenever he was not in the ring. I think that would have been kind of cool. Not that Mark did a terrible job, mind you. I just think it would have been more entertaining because Kevin Kelly and Rocky Romero did great commentary on the G1 shows, and if you still haven't seen enough of those yet, check them out. They really do some fantastic commentary. But this 6-man tag, pretty fun. It's a nice little warm-up match. Everybody got their spots in. Good strikes, agility. Rocky was entertaining. There were some nice moments where, like, Rocky Romero was hitting continuous clotheslines in the corner. Some good double teaming, some good triple teaming. Tiger Mask ends up pinning Rocky with the Tiger Suplex. There we go, and that was good stuff. That was a good way to open it. So yeah, nice little fun 6-man match. And then we move on to a match from very recently, Hanare and Bad Luck Fale versus just facing off against each other. Hanare did better than he did against Fale the first time. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out all that well. He did avoid the Bad Luck Fall, which is a plus. He did not avoid the grenade, though. Fale hit him 1, 2, 3. And there we go. I mean, Fale, I think, beat him in like 3 minutes. This was pretty much a throwaway match, but it wasn't terrible. And then we go to a tag match. Otto, Yoshida, and Michael Logan versus the Killer Elite Squad. Killer Elite Squad back. I think for the first time since the Dominion in Osaka show, and maybe even before that, because I don't recall having seen them too much on any of the shows that New Japan has had, at least on their streaming service. They may have been house shows. Boy, they look like they've been living in a gym. I mean, Davey Boy Smith is always in great shape, but Archer looks cut. He looks like he's cut quite a bit of weight. Got in bear shape, and did not do the water spitting. That was fantastic. That's what you need to do. Nothing wrong with them being heels. It got a little bit annoying. Archer is still a good worker. So is Davey Boy Smith. I can enjoy this version of Killer Elite Squad because they can do some great cutting off of the ring. Otto did well. I'm just going to start calling him Yoshida because I'm always going to screw that first name up. He did well. However, and Elgin got some power moves, but Yoshida got pinned with the Killer Bomb. 1, 2, 3. And Killer Elite Squad possibly going to be going for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships again. Maybe. I mean, you got the junior heavyweights. They can't go for that. But they can go for the tag titles again. Hell, they could be the ones who beat the Young Bucks if Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa do not beat them at the Walter Pyramid on September 30th, which, yes, I will be reviewing that one as well. And I'll have a little bit of an update here in just a minute once I get through a couple more matches about the Monday one. Actually, I'll just do it now. The Monday show, Destruction and Beppu. If it is just as long as this one, if it is just as long as one here today, which is just about 3 hours, 5 minutes, I should have enough time to review it just before I go to work. Otherwise, I will have to review it and have it up in the afternoon. I can't miss work, but I love reviewing this stuff for you guys. So hopefully that review will be up sometime in the morning and I won't have to delay on it. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I'll update people on Twitter, so follow me there if you don't already. Another 6-man tag. Will Ospreay, Beretta, and Chucky T, the best friends, versus Chase, Ibushi, and Yujiro. This is okay. It wasn't great. There was some fine tag team wrestling and everything. Ibushi versus Ospreay, that is. Take my fucking money. Give me that match at Wrestle Kingdom, and you won't even need to put on a great show otherwise. I'm kidding, but that match right there would steal the show at Wrestle Kingdom. I would absolutely pop huge for that, and I think a lot of people would too. I don't know if they're going to do that or not, but boy, just imagine if they did. My God. It's a good tag work. Beretta ended up pinning Chase. I was a bit shocked. I expected Yujiro to take the pin because usually Yujiro takes the pin in these matches. And then never openweight 6-man tag team championship match. Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Ishimori versus Juice Robinson, David Finlay, again, break out the C-Block trophy. And Taguchi coming out in rugby gear and a rugby helmet, which factored into the match a little bit later. Juice was super over. The Firing Squad did some great tag work. I gotta be honest, this match was decent. This match was not great. There were some funny antics and everything, and it's not that all these teams didn't work well, but this was one of those where you really just put it there. They just put it there where, okay, we got the never openweight 6-man champions here. Let's just have them have a match. I'm not saying that Juice and Finlay don't work well together. I'm not saying Taguchi isn't a good athlete. He is. But this is one where it's like almost why bother, because we knew what was going to happen. There was like no way in hell that anybody thought that, the Firing Squad, OG Bullet Club were going to lose, or Bullet Club OGs, however you say it, we're going to lose these tag titles. And especially considering in 2 weeks they're going to be facing the Young Bucks at the Walter Pyramid. So yeah, the rugby helmet usage was kind of funny when the Tongans tried headbutting Taguchi and that didn't work. But eventually the helmet got taken away and a gun stun, 1, 2, 3. But that didn't happen. It was apeshit actually that led to the victory, because it would have been kind of cool if it would have been a gun stun, but apeshit, which Tongaloa hit. So there we go. I'm so used to the gun stun finishing the match whenever Tama Tonga's there that I was forgotten. Oh yeah, right. I wrote this down. See, that's part of the reason why I write this stuff down. I get so caught up in these shows, I can mix up a couple results. So my apologies. But yep, apeshit for the win, and there we go. So we'll see what happens in a couple weeks. Because I'm certainly excited for the U.S. show. I wish I was going. I mean, San Francisco is, California's a bit of a drive for me, so I'd have to fly, but I just can't afford it. Maybe next year. And if maybe next year, believe me, I'll be giving you guys some live reactions and everything. Then we go to another 6-man tag. Goto, Yano, and Gato versus Tai Chi, Iizuka, and Kanemaru. And this is okay. You had Tai Chi again use the mic stand. It's just to hype up Goto versus Tai Chi for the never openweight title in Beppu in 2 days. And it was outside immediately. You had Iizuka with his antics. At least he didn't take too many bumps, so he didn't look like he was in so much pain. One thing I do want to point out from earlier, Fale is holding his knee a lot. I really hope he's okay, because it worries me, even with the weight that he's cut, that maybe his knees are just shot. Goto was bleeding at one point. He wasn't bleeding terribly, but where he was bleeding, like, just around the hairline, that can be a spot where it could bleed a whole lot worse. Tai Chi ends up causing a DQ because Goto goes for GTR, hits a GTR on Kanemaru, but Tai Chi runs in, hits, shoves the ref out of the way, and then uses the mic stand and everything. And there's this whole idea, okay, can Tai Chi beat Goto? If Tai Chi doesn't beat Goto, and I don't know if it'll happen. We'll see, obviously, in 2 days. If he doesn't beat Goto, I have to wonder where he's going to go from here. Because if he doesn't beat him and at least hold it to Wrestle Kingdom, you kind of have to wonder what they're doing with this build. If he doesn't win it, he could always be part of a Team World Tag League. That would be interesting. I think Tai Chi could make a good champion. Good tag team champion of some variety. But anyway, now we go to another LIJ versus Suzuki-gun match. Naito, Evil, Sanada, and Bushi versus Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, Sabre Jr., and Taka Michinoku. Taka Michinoku doing his usual introduction for Zack. Always appreciated. I need to find out where to get that Come On Over Here shirt that he has. Not necessarily the one in Japanese, but I'll get that one if I need to, but the one in English. I don't know if it's on Pro Wrestling Tees or from the New Japan website. Wherever it's from, I have to somehow get it, because, I don't know, I just like it. And I think Taka is a perfect pitch man, perfect hype man for Sabre Jr. duh, this went outside immediately. What do you think's going to happen? It was mainly a lot of the focus was on Suzuki and Naito because they're going to have a match in Beppu in 2 days. There's a nice ramp spot where Suzuki hit a PK, almost had his foot go right off the ramp, though that could have been disastrous. Even with the great shape he's in, you can't prepare for stuff like that. He got a chair at one point, hit Naito, set Naito on the chair, tipped him over and that kind of stuff, hit a big move. And then Suzuki just sat there looking at Naito. And at points, he's like choking him out and everything, even hanging him up like as he's choking him out off the apron, choking him out on ringside. Keeps an eye on Naito as Naito's being basically helped out by the Young Lions. And the Young Lions got beat up a lot tonight. Before Suzuki even got out there, that proves that Suzuki-gun is, pretty dominant because that's what Killer Elite Squad did. And, of course, Tai Chi beat up a bunch of the a bunch of the Young Lions. It was good tag work as usual, as you would expect. I did like the continued focus on Suzuki versus Naito, and it was nothing against anybody else in the match, but none of them really had anything going on in reference to each other besides the faction war that you have going. You had a Magic Killer, Evil Pins Taka, and there was this point where the stretcher was brought out. And it was like, okay, or Naito's going on this whole thing. No, Naito's not. He would not. They had shots of the fans. There were fans legit crying. I mean, mainly women. And I'm not knocking, but at least the shots I saw showed a lot of women crying. And you're just like, I mean, the investment that that the Japanese fans have in the New Japan product is absolutely tremendous. It really is. And it shows just how beloved Naito is. I mean, they really do love and appreciate these talents and them as people and everything, and it really is appreciated as a fan, like myself, that gets caught up in this stuff. You think, wow, this is the kind of effect that they have on people, and it's great on the fans, and it's great stuff. It honestly is. It was a fun match. It wasn't great. It was a typical Suzuki-gun LIJ match, but still fun. And then we move on to another 6-man tag. This was a lot of these 6-man tags were ways to just basically hype the matches up for the next couple shows. And even for a couple of the matches they're going to have at the Walter Pyramid. Tanahashi, Makabe, and Hanma. Super over, by the way, still. I get nervous watching Hanma in the ring. I mean, I know he's still trying to get ring rust and stuff like that off. And he did suffer a lot of injuries and a lot of setbacks. I just worry seeing him take some of these bumps. But they face off against Okada, Yoshihashi, and Jay White. And you're right back at the whole thing where Jay White is trying to cause destruction and chaos, more destruction and chaos, cause this whole stuff, cause a whole issue. You gotta listen to me, I know how to win, despite the fact that Jay White lost his title also. So technically, and, even though he did beat Okada and Tanahashi in the G1, he didn't win the G1. So what would he know fully about winning? Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, Jay White is a big star in the making, but it's the idea of him being a heel. And of course you have Tanahashi wanting to get Yoshihashi away from Okada. It's like, hey, I'm betting my briefcase, why don't you put Yoshihashi on the line? Bit weird. Kevin Kelly at one point talking about, I think it was at the end of the match. I think it was either after the match or during, or just near the end of the match. But he talked about the briefcase, the contract for the Tokyo Dome show, and Kevin Kelly said about that contract is worth 100 Yoshihashis. Ouch. Still funny. I mean, I know Kevin Kelly didn't mean anything by it. There's nothing against Yoshihashi, but it was just funny. There was some good stuff though. You did have the tension between Jay White and Okada, which is a match you could possibly see at Wrestle Kingdom. I would be kind of there for that, because it would be a final way for Chaos to explode, and maybe Chaos members, maybe Chaos, a couple Chaos members go with Jay White, or Jay White just ends up going out on his own and ousted, even after he beats Okada. Who knows? Hanma, hugely over, great stuff. Miscommunication leads to Tanahashi pinning Yoshihashi after Okada accidentally kicks Yoshihashi in the face, and roll up 1, 2, 3, and you then have, Tanahashi and Okada stare each other down. And that's going to be a really, really fun match on the 23rd. And yes, I will be here reviewing that one too. You had a great hype package for Kenny Omega versus Tomohiro Ishii for the IWGP Heavyweight title. And this match, not as good as their match that they had in the G1 on August 4th. I'm just going to say that right now. That's nothing against them. They went all out. They had some great moves. They took their time with some moves, let some moves breathe, and did some good stuff and huge impact moves. Big fight feel, hard strikes, the chops to the neck. Good grief. Good grief, all the chops to the neck. And of course, you have to wonder, it's like, at one point, the commentary is targeting Ishii's neck. Ishii has a neck. I wasn't aware of that. Bit of a joke, but the guy's a tremendous athlete. It's just he's very, very stout. This was good. You did have you had a bad excuse me, a bad announcer's table spot where Omega put Ishii on the table and he was going to go out and jump and then kind of do a bit of a splash, stomp, that kind of stuff. And the table didn't exactly break, but still, it was good stuff. Big superplex from the top for 2. Big brainbuster from Omega for 2. V trigger City. Even Ishii at one point hit his own V trigger. You had plenty of move stealing and stuff like that, move mirroring. It was really, really enjoyable. Hurricanrana by Ishii off the ropes for just 2, of course. Big move, big move, big move. I was almost ready to buy into Ishii winning. I felt that he wouldn't, but they went just over 30 minutes. I think like 31 minutes. And One Wing Angel, 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega wins. Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi talking afterwards. I didn't quite catch all the translations that were done through the English commentary. Jado, I believe, was there. Or no, somebody, Jado, I think, was there. According to Kevin Kelly and providing translations, I think Kenny said that he wasn't going to leave New Japan. And that maybe him and Ibushi are going to have a match again soon. I'm not sure. So I hope maybe I can, watch that again and get a translation. But the whole point is a B show, fun. I'm going to get B to B plus is what I'm going with, because really, like, a lot of the other matches were just pretty typical. So I'll say B. The main event really actually pushed it above what would have been a C plus show, even with as fun as it was. B, and a solid B. Really, really enjoyable. The Road to Destruction shows, which you can check out those reviews of the first 3 nights if you'd like. And also this, the 17th, Beppu, which I should be able to review again before I head to work. Because I work an hour earlier on Monday, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, and the 23rd, that's going to be a really fun show. And the Walter Pyramid show is really going to be a lot of fun. I will make sure to absolutely be here to review that. So anyway, do you agree? Do you disagree with what I said? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been real awesome with John Ritland, and I will see you soon.